Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Last night, my wife and I were watching TV, and we're flipping around, and the big story came on. Despite everything that's going on right now, the economy is on fire, out of control debt, corruption, what's happening at the airports. They're covering, the press is, an engagement announcement of Prince William. Or is it Harry? Or I don't know which one it is, but one of them is getting married, and the networks are going crazy over this. I mean, look at the pictures. Could they just bring one camera? It's the same picture. All three networks are rushing specials together. NBC's special promises, quote, to explore how the couple met and what drew them to each other and what the modern-day marriage will mean for the British monarchy. You've got to be kidding me. They rushed all of their big reporters, their anchors. Actually, they rushed over to cover this. So we don't have to spend a lot of time on it. Let me give you my full take on this. They're going to get married. If he's like his dad, you better check the stable girl. You know what I'm saying? He's like mom, things will be fine. They'll have ups and downs. Get over it. I don't give a flying crap about the English royal and his love life. I don't know if you do. There's a fire going on here in America. Did you know? In fact, it's happening in the whole world. It's happening in Great Britain, too. The media is so out of touch that they're literally yesterday being groped by the real story at the airport on their way to cover a non-story. Here's an idea. What do you say we forget about the polo-playing prince? What does the devaluation of currency mean to the British monarchy? What does the New World Order, mean to the British monarchy? How is it the freest country in the history of the world is now subjecting their citizens to panty pat-downs? And what does that mean to the British monarchy and the rest of the world? Tonight, the question is, will you trade your freedom for your security? It's a long walk from over there to here, isn't it? Hello, America. I don't know if you've been following what's going on with TSA, but there's something wrong with this story. Give me a few minutes here because there's a lot to cover. Obviously, we need security in this country. Our airports are not safe. But I think what we need more of, and we're not getting any of it, is common sense. We aren't using any common sense at our airports right now. And because of this, the tensions between people and the government are rising as a result. Just what we need, more things to separate us from our government. Isn't that great? It's because of the new security procedures from the TSA. Coincidentally, right here at the busiest travel time of the year. Now, I want you to know there's a lot of misinformation going around on the internet on this story. Some of the things that I have even seen, and I've actually gotten caught by it a couple of times, like the videos. There's an amazing video of this little girl being frisked. That happened like 2-3 years ago. Some of these videos have happened a long time ago under Bush. You have to be very, very careful. The liberal and the conservative press are getting this story wrong, and they're mixing things that you just have to be careful. Do your own investigation. Draw your own conclusions because there's too many sloppy people out there. Guard your honor and guard your integrity and your word on this. Don't just pass things around. Now, here are the facts. Many airports are installing brand new full-body scanners that are supposed to detect contraband or other dangerous items that someone could be hiding. These things have been in the wings for quite some time. Bush was putting some of these things in. They are so strong that they can literally see underneath people's clothing. It's like you have Superman guarding our airports, except not so much. Now, a lot of people are a little uncomfortable with the full body scan, either for exposure to potentially damaging rays or whatever the hell they're shooting out of this machine at you. But more likely, a lot of people are saying this is an invasion of privacy. And so they are deciding to opt out of the scan. But that's where the trouble starts. Multiple reports from travelers have claimed that when you opt out of the scan, TSA agents loudly yell, "We've got an opt-out!" Oh, good. Now I'm not embarrassed at all. Then they proceed to perform a pat-down. But this is not the run-of-the-mill pat-down. No. The old-school pat-downs, you know, where they do it like this, and they run it on your arms and you're under your arms and under your legs. Yeah, not now. No, the TSA has implemented a new, more intrusive pat-down method because of the general tightening of air security. This new method involves the touching of the breast and genitals. Yep, I don't think you got anything in there. That's good for me, eh? Here's the thing. There's a sliding hand motion, to use the technical terms. It's a sliding hand motion on the body parts where a lighter touch was used before. Sliding hand motion. Oh, isn't that nice? It's another way of saying fondling, or I'm just caressing. Can you imagine walking into your teenager's room and her boyfriend was there and he's like, "No, it's just a sliding hand motion." Oh, then I'm fine with it. Yeah. That kind of sounds more like a scene from Danielle Steele novels, than a security procedure handbook, but what do I know? Now, don't worry about that new sliding hand motion. The TSA has thought of everything. You see, you walk in on your daughter and her boyfriend's doing this with a sliding hand motion. Well, then, huh? But this is totally different. TSA says it's just same sex. So it's just, you walk in with your daughter and she's got a girlfriend there that's doing this. And then apparently with the TSA, that would be totally fine. I don't know about you, but let's use something that actually I could see happening in my life. My 5-year-old son getting his genitals, having a 40-year-old man, in a rented suit, using the sliding hand motion on his crotch. Oh, I'm totally fine with that. Needless to say, that's why we're seeing just a little pushback. Just yesterday, 2 pilots sued the government, claiming the new procedures violate their constitutional rights. Other pilots are quitting. Captain Sully, the guy who landed the plane, kind of cool under pressure, he called the new TSA measures a waste of limited resources. They have every right to be upset because putting pilots through advanced security searches, does that make sense to you? Sir, I'm sorry. We're going to have to take that box cutter away from you. Why? Well, because conceivably you could use it as a weapon and storm the cockpit and hijack the plane. How? I'm already in the cockpit and I already have control of the plane. What do you say? We use a little common sense here. No. And this is why people are upset. Now I want to show you some video and audio you may have heard already. This is a passenger who objected to the new intrusive hand slide and the pat down. He got the pat down because the full body scan, he wasn't comfortable with that one either. But he decided to take out his cell phone and record the interaction on his cell phone, and he ended up catching this.
I'm going to be doing a standard pat down on you today, using my hands going like this.
All right.
Body. Also, we're going to be doing a groin check. That means I'm going to place my hand on your hip, the other hand on your inner thigh, slowly go up and slide down.
Okay.
I'm going to do that 2 times in the front and 2 times in the back.
All right.
And if you'd like a private screening, we can make that available for you also.
We can do that out here, but if you touch my junk, I'm going to have you arrested. I don't understand how a sexual assault can be made a condition of my flying.
This is not considered a sexual assault.
It would be if you weren't the government.
He got this has become famous because touch my junk, but that's the important part. The pat down would be a sexual assault in any other circumstance. That's right. Again, your daughter. I'm just patting her down, sir. Yeah. I'll pat you down. I want to say something really clearly here. Listen carefully. A, we do need security at our airports. This ain't it. B, I think the guy who works for the TSA on this tape, I think he was professional. I think he was saying the right things. I think the guy was doing his job. I don't want to demonize the TSA workers for doing their job. There are some that are clueless. But the majority of them that I have run into do their job. Well, outside of New York mainly, they do their job. They're paying attention. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I can't imagine the stress that they are going through as well because they're getting the brunt of it. Is that where it belongs? At them? They're not the enemy. You don't want to go through this, but I don't think, I mean, have you seen some of the people who you're flying with? You're flying with people like me. You think they want to be like, okay, I'm going up your thighs, your legs now. I mean, no. It's not their fault. And we have seen what criminals who are bound and determined to get something onto an airplane, how they hide it. Let's just say, I guess they could check for the prostate too if we were going to find where they hide those. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find it. We've seen the ridiculousness also of random searches. Kids and grandmas. Have you ever done it with, you got a grandma there and you're like, really? But will there be any exceptions? Because everybody's going to get this pat down. Well, a reporter recently asked Janet Napolitano if the same level of scrutiny would apply to Muslims wearing the hijab. Here's her answer.
Like I said before, we are doing what we need to do to protect the traveling public, and adjustments will be made where they need to be made. With respect to that particular issue, I think there will be more to come.
Wouldn't the answer to that question just be no or yes? What the hell? Does anybody speak English in Washington? Why would you leave any doubt in the minds of the American people that Muslims are going to get some sort of pass from this new process? Wouldn't that make people a little more angry? It defies logic. It defies common sense. Something is not right. Maybe the press should investigate further. No. Oh, yeah. They're busy. Did you see the ring? Oh my gosh, that's Princess Diana's ring, you know. If they cared to investigate, they could probably do several specials on this one. Because if you investigate, you might have found the story with the full body scanners. Now, here's some things maybe you haven't heard yet. Here are the body scan pictures that the TSA say this is the best level in terms of quality. This is as good as it gets. This is it. Oh, it's only that good, so we have to blur them out on TV, on cable. Pretty invasive, humiliating. I mean, do you really want pictures of me? Now, here's the problem with this. They're not telling you the full truth. This is beta compared to, Blu-ray. We have a well-placed source within the government. Yes. One of our refounders, in fact, who has been trying to do investigations on this one for a while. He's seen the pictures. I can't show them on TV because the pictures are classified. But I'm told by this refounder that I couldn't show them on TV anyway because how clear and graphic they are. Not only can you clearly see, what did that guy say? The junk. You can actually see the sweat on someone's back. Oh, so it's more like softcore porn for gropers. It's like Cinemax. This is fantastic. But wait, there's more. To ease concerns over what might happen to these photos, the TSA has stated that they will not store naked body scans. Oh, well, we can trust the government. Quote, advanced imaging technology cannot store, print, transmit, or save the image. Cannot. And the image is automatically deleted from the system after it is cleared by the remotely located security officer. Oh, so the machines can't do what the U.S. Marshal Service just admitted in court, that it had saved tens of thousands of these images that were recorded on machines that cannot record at a checkpoint in a single Florida courthouse, which calls into question if this might be happening, oh, I don't know, at the airports. You remember the underpants bomber? Failed on Christmas 2009. Didn't hear from the president for a while because, terrorism doesn't really exist. Former DHS chief Michael Chertoff hit the media circuit right away because he said he had a plan. We could use these nude scanners. Only problem, he wasn't disclosing that the nude scanner people, Rapid Scan, the manufacturer of these scanners, was a client of the Chertoff group.